Hi folks, the Chang here. We've had a couple of requests and questions about how to frog lube your gun parts, so I wanted to take this opportunity while I have this Taurus Model 82 apart to show you how you can use Frog Lube paste or even Seal 1 or even really Ballistol or any of your cleaning products. And what you can do is basically, the theory behind this is to open up the pores of the metal and have the CLP product soak into the pores, so as the gun cools, you basically have cleaning material inside. That's the theory. I'm not a metallurgist, so I can't tell you whether or not that is absolutely true. However, it seems to work. So once we get the CLP product inside the pores, as the gun heats up, it should weep out some of the CLP product, and it should encapsulate gunpowder residue or any dirt or whatnot, and basically make cleaning your firearm as easy as just wiping it out instead of having to scrub it. So what we want to do first is, at least here with the paste product, is I just want to get it liberally all over the metal, and that includes down into the chambers. This being a revolver, I gotta do that all the way around. Just get that liberally here, and you notice I'm on a silicone mat, so my workbench here is wood, and I'm about to hit it with a heat gun to heat up the metal part here. Some folks ascribe to, and I've done this before as well, ascribe to actually just putting these parts on a baking sheet and throwing that into the oven to get the parts warm. Obviously not baking it, but you are putting it on warm, getting the parts nice and hot so that you can get all of that CLP product to soak into the metal here. Now what I'm going to do is just hit it with a heat gun and heat up the product just a little bit. Like I said, I'm using a heat gun here, and that's why I have this silicone part down here on the mat, or the silicone mat down, sorry, so that I don't burn up my table. So it's starting to get hot here, and as you can see, the CLP is starting to melt already. It's not a real high melting temperature here for the Frog Lube, and the same for the Seal 1 product as well. Try to get those nice and hot. Let that melt in. I know it's exciting watching me heat parts here. I've tried this method with several other CLP products, one of them being Ballistol. And it seems to work. It's time consuming at first, but as you start getting into the actual cleaning of your gun parts, it cuts that time down pretty significantly. So again, what I'm doing here is I'm trying to heat up these parts as much as I can. Get the pores to open up, get the Frog Lube CLP product to soak into the metal. And then eventually what I'll need to do is I will need to let this cool completely. Then I will basically wipe off the excess. So I'm not going to have you guys watch me continue to heat this, so we'll come back when it's cooled down. All right, folks, so we're back here. It took a good 10 minutes for this to cool down, and it's still kind of warm. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to wipe off the excess. All right. I'm going to leave the excess in the chambers. A lot of that actually leaked out because I've had the cylinder upright, so a lot of it leaked out onto the mat. Make sure that spring's still in there. All right, so get the extractor here. And off camera, I also took the opportunity to start the frame. So I'm going to wipe the excess off the frame here. All parts of the frame, back of the trigger, all of that. Now, once I've done that, what I want to do, because it's cooled, is I want to go ahead and reapply another layer and then heat it again. And I'm going to do this probably 2 or 3 times, and then after the 3rd time, when it's completely cool, that's when I'm going to go ahead and let the gun completely cool, wipe off any excess, and then reassemble, and it should be good. I don't have to do that too often. This revolver is going to go into basically storage. It's not going to get shot. It's a classroom gun that we're going to use for our NRA home firearm safety class to demonstrate traditional double action / single action revolvers. I don't anticipate it being used a lot. So it's going to be cleaned up. I want to make sure I've got a good bit on the frame and stuff like that. And it's going to go into storage. If you shoot your gun fairly often, you may end up doing this quite a bit. Make sure that hand still works there. All right. But that's it. Fairly simple process. Just a little bit time consuming because it does take a while for the metal parts to actually cool down enough for you to reapply or wipe off the excess Frog Lube and then reapply it. So side benefit, the bluing on this revolver actually is starting to look nice again. So that's pretty much it. Any questions? You guys can direct message me or email me at cdc123abc@gmail.com. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, CDC LLC, and on Instagram, CDC LLC as well. As always, be safe, be ever vigilant, and we'll see you on the range. Bye-bye.